sighs. Or possibly yawns if you're really tired. And stretch the neck over, and then also this way. And stretch the spine. And wiggle it out a little bit. Okay, fantastic. Can I hear your V sound? Good. Can you make a high V sound? Yeah, that's really great. Really great. Okay, let's try a little. Like this one of the ready and. This octave seems to be the worst on the piano. Can you say after me, yaw?
Yaw!
Oh, I love it. It'll be this. Yaw, 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 yaw.
Yaw, 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 yaw. Yaw, 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 yaw.
Can you make it sound even more like beefy and German? Yaw, yaw. Save on that. That is a sound that we're going to want to keep coming back to. I love it. It's perfect. Let's do some more.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Don't lose it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Still dark like the Black Forest. Just darker. Try one more time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, remember that and how you accessed that sound. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
good.
sure.
Let's. What'd you say?
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, genau. Let's do it. It's still nice, a nice dark sound. Oh, how I love to sing.
Oh, how I love to sing.
Okay, dark, but also supple. Like you're not just a German bass or baritone or tenor, but you're also like a professional opera singer. So you've got miles of tone, but also lots of nimble flexibility. Good. And because you're a professional opera singer, you also have really beautiful vowels. Oh, how I love to sing.
Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing.
Tenors, let's do a few more, just tenors.
Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing.
Fantastic, everybody. I always think that it's like super, like choir director as dictator moment of like, and now you must say that you love to sing. Take a nice sigh from your top note to your bottom note. Shake it out a little bit. And you can have a nice tall seat. Our job today is to look, we've got two pieces that are mostly tenor-based pieces. They both have asterisks, I guess. We're going to start with this one called Unser Quartet. Who needs a copy of this score?
Yeah.
One more.
Yeah, we can.
One more. Two more.
Slows down.
He's British, just like
Thank you, Ron. I think they're coming back. Anybody else need to give you some? Okay, Brian's got an extra. Somebody else decides. Okay, so first, before we jump into singing, and Emily, feel free to bring whatever you like. Okay. It's also cool if you want to sit there because we did put those chairs there. And somebody's going to sit. Welcome to new folk machinists who are joining us today. It is wonderful to have you here, and thanks for jumping in. And if it's your second week with us, thanks to you as well. It's just great, and I'm really looking forward to what we're going to be able to do this fall. You might have heard that we're doing this project that is partly historical and partly sort of future-facing this year called Dreaming Iowa. And the idea for this started as more of a completely old-time project. And way back in 2019, in the before times, some of us started doing research at various places around the state for stuff we might use. And I just want to show you the copy of this Unser Quartet song that I was able to photograph. This is my hand wearing gloves. Just had to nerd out about this for a moment. So this is from the German-American museum they have over in Davenport, which is a really nice place. And what I learned when I visited this museum was that lots of German immigrants came specifically to Davenport after the revolutions of 1848 in Germany. And so these were a lot of free thinkers who were no longer welcome in Germany after the dust settled on that revolutionary period. And so they brought their culture with them, which included lots of singing and also drinking, which caused some troubles with the sort of more temperance people who had settled in Davenport previously. But anyway, that's kind of a cultural context for this song, which we preserved musically, but translated into English. So I thought this would be really fun for us to learn to sing. Now, tenors, what we're going to do is have altos sing that top tenor part. It's quite high. So all the tenors who are here, I'd like to have sing that second tenor part. So this is from this sort of tenor-based quartet repertoire, which was really a big thing, especially, I guess, in the early 20th century. And I remember my grandpa saying that he sang in a tenor-based quartet when he was in the army in World War II and stuff like that. So anyway, we'll have the altos take that top line. And basses, our first job here is going to be to separate you into bass ones and bass twos. So although you did an awesome job of arranging yourselves, we're going to maybe mix you up now. So who feels like they would call their range baritone? You've kind of been, okay, fantastic. This is great. So you have the people who are comfortable singing the high part of the bass range. So So raise your hand if you did not just raise your hand. The people who are like, I love the low notes, I must be on the low notes. Okay, so what I'd like to do is take those folks and put them right over here. So if you're a baritone and you're sitting here, please stand up for a second. Okay, that's
Maybe I'm just exactly back where I was. But you guys might be low. But I'm in the middle.
Okay, Jeffrey, could you do me a big favor to write this down?
Okay.
Make a list, phase 2, name, and then phase 1. That'd be fantastic. Bases, Jeffrey is your section leader, so if you have questions about stuff. And they will separate the bases from the bases. All right, we good? So.
Maybe.
You guys will read the top notes of the lower line, and you guys just find the lowest notes you can find on the staff and read those. Okay. Tenors, you'll all read the lower notes of the upper line, and then we'll just rope in some altos, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so shall we start? Let's have a read. I'm going to play with you. The piano's out of tune, so you'll sound really good by comparison, even if you're not singing the right note. Oh, it sounds really bad. Okay. Sorry about that. Here's the style. Just tell you what, find your note. So if you're low bass, you're starting here. Upper bass starting here. Tenors are out here because I'm more in tune keys. Okay, I'd like you to hum along. I'm gonna play on the honky tonk sounding piano here, and let's just get a sense for how it flows. Here we go. Come on, my friends. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ready, and out. Good. Let's stop just for a second. Baritones, you have a special note there. And here's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to sing the next syllable early. So I would like take a pencil or something and like make a little so that you know that you're supposed to sing this come on that note. And what that means is that you get to cheat the previous note. So cut the previous note off early so that you can come in on time for that note. Does that make sense? So you're going along, down.
So we don't take the rest.
To me, come, take. So you don't get the rest everybody else has, but you take your own little rest early so that you have the energy to carry on there. Fantastic. Let's try again, everybody, at the beginning. And 1, 2. Yes. let's try verse 3. And I'd like to have the baritones sing words and the tenors and low basses hum, please. So singing verse 3, but you guys are humming. So we will sing. And 1, 2, and. Great job. Good work. So I don't want to like extrapolate too much based on this one example, but you imagine these little societies of people who would get together and sing stuff like this as their entertainment, right? And I think this is sort of masterfully done, how each part is kind of like actually not that hard. It mostly stays on these same notes, but it's making these rather complicated harmonies as it goes along, so it's kind of artfully designed in that way. Baritones, you have a couple creepy crawly places that are hard to find though. So can we sing your part in isolation one time? So your first note's gonna be down there. Let's try it. I'm gonna sing with you. We're gonna sing on verse 3. 1, 2, 3. So we will sing. So you guys are way down here. I'm gonna sing up here though, so that you can hear, and so that I'm in helpful range. So verse 3.
Verse 3.
So, everybody good? Here we go.
So we will sing with love and zeal, each one as best they can, come throated with a lively heart, each sing and proudly stands. And when our singing time is done, and farewell hour is near, with glasses full we'll raise our toast to music we hold dear.
Good. So right there, you might want to mark something that we're going to go back up. We hold dear. On the line break, it's always hard to tell if you're going up or down because you lose that visual continuity. Can we go back to with glasses full? With glasses, here we go.
With glasses full we'll raise a toast to music we hold dear. With glasses full we'll...
Okay, so this one is different from the other one, right? So we sort of sing it one way, and then we had to take the same words and we sing it a different way. So in this one, with glasses full. And once you get that little leap, I think the rest of it is going to fall right in place. Let's start there, beat 4 of measure 16. 2, 3.
With glasses full we'll raise a toast to music we hold dear.
Okay, good. So that's pretty, I'm asking you to do a hard thing by singing that without the piano when you just heard it for the first time. Nice work. Great, let's take everybody, and can we stand, please? Reed, do you have a helpful comment?
I need help with the first half.
the first half. Okay, sit back down. Let's hear the low basses. Low basses, let's hear you by yourself, shall we? Just the low bass part. Good. Low basses, let's sing on verse 3 because those words are closest to your notes. Here we go. I'm not sure what's going on here, but we're singing on verse 3. Okay? Everybody good? You know what verse we're on? The one called 3. Okay, let's try one more time. Basses. 2, 3. Excellent work. Look at, find the end of measure 12. This is kind of a phrase with a bunch of leaps in it. Can we try that first with glasses full one more time? Low basses. 1, 2, 3.
Glasses full,
yeah, fantastic. Good. Now, for everybody, we'd like to get a sound that is just very rich for this, to put all these like thick chords in a bit of a lower register just makes a beautiful, rich sound. And so access that rich part of your voice and make sure you're making a really beautiful, continuous sound. How about we stand and try this together and see if we can just sing through the verses. I'm going to keep playing the piano with you.
The first verse?
Starting on the first verse. So if you go off track, just sing really quietly for a minute until your friends next to you can help you find where the track is again. Sorry, Tenor's P is really weird. Here we go. From verse 1, 1, 2, 3. But everybody sing on the syllable nu, 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 and see how connected you can make all the notes. Understand?
No.
Nu, 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 like that. From the top, but on nu. 2, 3. Can anyone explain quickly what the italicized things mean that say P, M, F, F, FF?
Volume.
Yeah, they're about how loud we're gonna sing. So if it says P, make it quiet but still rich and beautiful. If it says MF, that's kind of medium. If it says F, that means strong. And if it's FF, then you're like really into it. When you see the little alligator mouths, that's like showing what your sound is doing. So when it's little, then your sound is quieter, and as it goes like this, then you're getting louder. So let's just sing, let's sing verse 2 on the text, and see if you can start to follow those dynamic markings. Here is verse 2. Get to this eventually. I am glad we sang that verse because I forgot we needed to make one little marking. So to make this work, we're going to have to, on that word refreshes, you're going to have to add a little note. So the ending phrase of verse 2 is saying, this was this funny word play in German, so we tried to make it work in English, and it kind of almost works, but the drink refreshed, like you got a new drink. Basically, the drink refreshed, make no mistake, refreshes the voice again. But the problem is freshes has 2 syllables, so we'll do something like, the drink refreshed, make no mistake, refreshes the voice again. So just make like a little extra note for yourself there to accommodate freshes. And once we do that a few times, we'll get used to it and it'll be easy. But at first it's very, you're like, what should I do? I only have one note. So make it the same note you're already singing on, and it'll be like technically you're on fresh, you're singing a quarter note, and then on es, it's going to be an 8th note if you like thinking about quarter notes and 8th notes.
Time we do the refreshes.
You do it both times. Is that what you asked? Yep, yep.
I have a question.
Yes.
Above that is resound, same way.
Resound. Resound. I think resound has the right number of syllables.
That makes sense.
Resounding far and wide. So you shouldn't have to add anything for resound.
Refreshing note. Fresh, you want a quarter note, and then you shows the 8th note.
Yeah. Refreshes the voice again. Could everybody just speak that with me on refresh? We're going to say refreshes the voice again. Wonderful. One more time. Refreshes the voice again. Okay. This is like truly odd for, anyway. Okay. Can we sing that from the end of measure 12, the drink refreshed, make no mistake. Sorry about that weird line there. That one is bad. The drink tenors. So right there on verse 2, end of measure 12. 1, 2, 3. The drink refreshed, Now, make no mistake is an aside, so don't accidentally say makes no mistake, because it's not the drink that might be making the mistake. It's your understanding of the situation. So we don't want any stray S's coming in there. The drink, refreshed, make no mistake, refreshes the voice. Again, good. All right, I think we'll put that away unless anybody has other questions there. Okay, that's going to be a great sound, and we'll try to convince the altos that they want to help us out with that. They'll be happy too, I'm sure. Maybe we'll just take some of the altos. We'll see how it goes. Let us look at John Henry, please. Who needs a John Henry? Could we just sort of pass down some John Henrys?
Oh, I've got one.
Great, well, don't take one if you already have one. Thanks so much.
Actually, we did just one.
So, if you were in the folk machine many years ago, you will remember maybe doing this before. Okay, now tenors, for this song, we need to separate you guys into tenor ones. The tenor one part is you guys. Who would like to be tenor one? Okay, that's cool. So Mike, how about we, do you want to go back right to it? Yeah, there you go.
I should have one on this.
This is the John Van Morrison version.
This is, our So John Henry is a full-time song that tells the hero of the story of this sort of hero. We liked all the multiple resonances of this song in the current moment of like Almond Island. You could take this as like an anti-AI song because it's like John Henry versus the machine, right? And he's showing like there's sort of a dignity of work angle here because he is more effective than the steam drill. But anyway, there are a lot of multiple lessons to take from this song, I think. And also it's just super fun, a staple of the fiddle repertoire, and a really common song for the history of sort of black string bands especially, but also like everybody just loves this song, so it's very commonly sung. One wonderful thing that has happened since we last sang this in the Folk Machine is that there is a sort of supergroup, a folk music supergroup called Our Native Daughters that has Rhiannon Giddens and Allison Russell, we sang a song of hers a couple years ago. It's these 4 amazing black women who they're like all banjo players, and they got together and made this album. They wrote a song that kind of is John Henry, but from Polly Ann's side of things, and so we're also going to sing Polly Ann. The sopranos and altos are going to sing Polly Ann's Hammer right after we sing John Henry. So we'll kind of smush them together, and it'll be really fun. So we're gonna learn the way this goes. The verses can be like solos and duets, or can be like the full section. And I didn't like say what we're gonna do when. If you feel like you'd like to take a verse, let me know, and we can put together some of those duets or solos, and then see which ones we want to do as a full tenor bass choir. Now, basses, you may be thinking, this looks awfully high, but you sang higher notes than this when we were warming up, and you were doing that wonderful, like, sound. And we really need that bass energy in the higher register to give this song the character that it needs. So it's going to be totally fine. So if it's comfortable for you, stand up for a minute, and let's just get an idea of how this goes. It's kind of sad to sing it without any like banjos or guitars, but it'll be fine. We're in this key. I'm just gonna play along with you. Here we go. 1, 2, Ready, and sitting on his papa's knee. And great, and have a seat. That's pretty much all there is. We do this stuff over and over again. So we're in unison on that first phrase, and we're just going to spit out these words. It'll be super rhythmic, and then we go into parts, and then when we get to the sort of refrain part at the end, we have these crunchy 3-part chords that kind of clash with the band a little bit. So that's our idea here. Let's start at the beginning and let's speak together. So speak really softly the first time and listen, and then we'll speak it loudly. So let's speak together. 1, 2, 3. John Henry was a little baby, off and sitting on his papa's knee. He picked up a hammer and a little piece of steel, saying, "Hammer's gonna be the death of me, Lord, Lord. Hammer's gonna be the death of me." Great. Let's try the beginning. So everybody's gonna be together on this, like higher octave, but you guys were totally figuring that out. So good job. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3.
Henry was a little baby.
Yes, and
Sitting on his papa's knee.
now everybody sing the bass notes, which are the lowest notes here. That's the melody. Let's go on and sing the melody. 1, 2, 3.
He picked up a hammer and a little piece of steel, saying, "That's gonna be the death of me, Lord. That's gonna be the death of me."
Then we repeat that, and hammer's gonna
Be the death of me, Lord. That's gonna be the death of me.
Good. So you see how that works? And in terms of following the score,
That's right.
I was cheating and saving space by putting in this repeat sign. You have to not sing this word the first time through, because we're just repeating that hammer's going to be the death of me. So see how that works? Fantastic. So tenors, let's take this harmony on. He picked up a hammer. Nope. It'll be here. So sitting on his papa's. Let's try the tenors. He picked up a hammer and a little piece of steel. Good. Then let's take the middle tenor part. Saying, right there, saying. 1, 2, 3. Let's try that again. Hammer's gonna be the death of me, Lord, Lord. Good. Can we take tenor 2s plus the basses, starting on he picked up a hammer? 1, 2, 3. And repeat, and. Good, that's the idea. Tenor 1s, let's take your part, starting with the pick up to 5. He picked up a hammer. 1, 2, 3. He picked up a hammer and a little piece of steel, saying, "Hammer's gonna be the death of me, Lord. Hammer's gonna be the death of me." Then we repeat, and. Hammer's gonna be the death of me, Lord. And. Hammer's gonna be the death of me. Fantastic. All right, I think we should just go for it. So the harmonies are the same over and over again. The thing that's going to change is with the words, each verse, the rhythms are going to change. So those may sound sloppy at first, but we'll home in on them and they'll get better and better as we go. How about we stand and just give this song a whirl? Bring your good energy and we'll get better as we go. Go. And 1, 2, 3.
Henry was a little baby.
Off and
Sitting on his papa's nothing but a man. But before I let your secret ring down,
Yep.
now with a hammer in my hand, Lord, Lord. Now with a hammer in my hand.
Repeat
Now with a hammer in my hand, Lord, Lord. Now with a hammer in my hand.
Here we go.
John Henry said to his shaker,
Rest, rest.
Shaker, why don't you sing? I'm throwing a run from my head on down. Just listen to that gold steel ring, Lord, Lord. Listen to that gold steel ring.
Repeat now.
Listen to that gold steel ring, Lord, Lord. Listen to that gold steel ring. The shaker said to John Henry, well, I think this mountain's caving in. John Henry said to his shaker, hammer's sucking wind, Lord, Lord. Let my hammer sucking wind.
And repeat. Go.
Let my hammer sucking wind, Lord, Lord. Let my hammer sucking wind.
Going on.
The man that invented the steam drill, he thought he was mighty fine. But John Henry made 15 feet, and the steel only made 9, Lord, Lord. Steam drill only made 9. Steam drill only made 9, Lord, Lord. Steam drill only made 9.
Here we go.
John Henry hammered in the mountain. His hammer was striking fire. But he worked so hard, he broke his heart. He laid down his hammer and he died, Lord, Lord. He laid down his hammer and he died.
Time.
Laid down his hammer and he died, Lord, Lord. He laid down his hammer and he died. John Henry had a woman.
Ready and.
Her name was Holly Ann. John Henry took sick and he went to his bed. Holly Ann was still like a man, Lord, Lord. Holly Ann was still like a man.
Repeating and.
Holly Ann was still like a man, Lord, Lord. Holly Ann was still like a man.
Here we go.
They took John Henry to the graveyard, and they buried him in the sand. And there lay the bodies of roaring lions. There lies a steel driving man, Lord, Lord. There lies a steel driving man.
One last time.
There lies a steel driving man, Lord, Lord. There lies a steel driving man.
All right, nice job. We'll iron out some of those details as we go. You remember that one, Kevin?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And right after that concert, out on my junking jobs, I found this sledgehammer with this huge head on it like this, and I named it John Henry.
Have a seat, everybody. We're going to take just a few minutes before we go downstairs to do some, let's get to know each other just a little bit. So what I'd love for you to do is just turn to the people around you, get in little groups of 5 or 6, and maybe go around and introduce yourselves, and maybe say, everybody has some sort of story, either I was born in Iowa, here are the places I've lived in Iowa, I moved away, I came back, or I was born somewhere else and here's the reason I came to Iowa. So maybe you could share some of those Iowa stories with each other as you're introducing yourselves. We're only going to take 5 or 10 minutes though, so just turn your chairs, see if you can get close to some other people and share some stories. Kevin, feel free to come on in and join in.
Okay.
We're done singing up here. We're gonna move downstairs and sing with the group.
You got music from
But yep, there's music downstairs. You can take these if you want. And then the stuff we'll sing downstairs. There are copies downstairs.
You gonna be any harmonica pieces on anything?
I don't really know about that.
Keep that in the back of your mind. If I hear of anything where I'm like, hey,
Yeah, we've had Reed playing harmonica too. We've had Reed playing harmonica too. He does a really nice job. So Reed is the guy in the green and white shirt. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and we have an open mic too, which is a nice Timbish or something like that. Yeah, it'll be in October, like on a.
it's not part of the concert, it's a different.
No, it's like we play stuff for each other. Yeah, it's super fun. Yeah. Good to see you. So send me an email so I can add you to the email list, okay? I send out like emails every week. So if you send a note to me, that'll remind me to add you on there. You can
remember mine?
No, I can't remember anything on Sundays. Don't ask me to remember something right now. But you can go through the Family Folk Machine website and contact me that way. That works just fine. Okay.
Kevin, harmonica,
Okay.
you won't
Thank you.
remember that.
Do you want to join in a group here?
Really small.
Like 8 months in Denver, where I grad school. Before that, I lived in Minnesota, Missouri, and Colorado. So this is really the longest I've lived anywhere. It's hard to imagine. I graduated from college in Minnesota. I went to graduate school, but studied abroad for 2 years.
The Falls for
There was somebody who I went to
city.
when I was in college right now, it's in Missouri to Colorado. And I didn't want to go where they were, but I had a bunch of friends from a handful of friends from college. And this was sort of like a break from the experience. So like, I knew some people, and then I got to
That's a lot of harmonica.
I married and I was I met right away. I mentioned when I was a sophomore in college, I was coming back to the city and introduced high school friends.
Oh, say if I was
With the wind.
Yeah, I didn't go to school there. I went to school at UNI. Graduated from there, but I anyway, born in Red Oak, guitar player in the morning when they were little kids. And we had guitars as well. Died of my parents, but it's like, there's still some relatives. Yeah, I was in Southwest Iowa. I went to school, played in somehow we ended up here. I don't know. I was
Got like a flat yard in Iowa City so that he can still play along.
Laid off doing that, so I'm unemployed right now. Never quite full enough to retire, so. But, oh, that's all right. But so I ended up like I've been here for 20 years. Corning. I actually never lived in Red Oak for years. I was born in the hospital in Red Oak. My parents lived there, but they have family on site, like around the Corning area, just like Ontario. I haven't been to any of them for a while, but I still have an aunt. I think she used to live in that area, but I think she moved back to like Illinois or whatever. So, Western Ontario is a lot more conservative.
My college graduation.
He moved here in 2005, just before baptism.
Because it's on emails that I didn't look at.
I bring my favorite song and try to teach everybody.
I
Right.
grew up, well, Mike and I both grew up in the same town in
Lots of different ways and jams I went to. I haven't been to that many, but it was picking, one person would pick an old song and everybody, and then everybody plays along, and then the next person chooses a song that everybody knows. And we gotta play along. I think so. There's all different ways of doing it. I've been somewhere, just starts at an open mic and then at the end of it, it's all big old.
Probably more on demand.
I hate to bring a string bass here and then find their fire. All in a big unless there are people around you, they're suitcase full of harmonicas, make sure you have wheels and its staircase is over. Well, the next step is border, I think.
Sunday afternoon. It is, I think so.
I used to like look at the really tall buildings and skyscrapers or whatever. I was like fascinated by like the buildings like that. Small town.
And to me, when Once it's growing so much.
I'm curious about this.
Hi everybody, really sorry to interrupt. If you can wrap up what you're doing in the next couple of minutes, and then we'll make our way downstairs to the big assembly room down there. Emily, would you like us to stack chairs in this room before we go?
Yeah, do we have,
We have time,
Yeah.
like if everybody helps, it'll just take a couple minutes.
that would be great.
If somebody was in the middle of talking though, you can have one more minute to finish your stories.
Oh, you mean?